the line between journalists and people who are not journalists has blurred because of the access to information, and not only the access to information and the access to publishing or producing information. In the age of social media, when the access to information is so abundant, हर कोई एक mini journalist बन सकता है just by tweeting.
And by public interest, what do you mean? What are the topics that you think are of public interest currently?
It's very rare for there to be one dominant trend. Trends are always changing. Like,
So I want to know first, what is the point of launching Nukta?
population के हिसाब से, that's probably the most saturated country in the world when it comes to TV channels. So that space in the digital arena, we saw it empty.
Assalamu alaikum, Faizan, कैसे हैं आप?
Assalamu alaikum, बिल्कुल ठीक ठाक. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming here. I think I value your time more than anybody here because I want to learn content and business from you. This is your first podcast as a guest, right?
It is my first time, yeah.
How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. No, I think I've been watching your work. You're doing some really good work.
Thank you so much.
And I think when it comes to learning, being in the digital space, we're always learning. Because ये एक evolving industry है, इसमें algos continuously evolve कर रहे हैं. So, you know, we're always learning. We're learning till this day. So no, you know, it's very important. Very important to be agile. It's very important to be flexible in your strategy. So yeah, we're learning. You're learning. We're all learning in the digital space.
Wonderful. So I want to know first, what is the point of launching Nukta? What was the vision behind it? Why did you launch Nukta?
So I think one opportunity that we identified before launching Nukta was that the digital media scene was almost an open playing field, at least in Pakistan. तो एक तो हमारे लिए वो एक अपॉर्चुनिटी हमें नज़र आई थी. इट वाज अ ब्रेन चाइल्ड ऑफ कामरान साहब, आवर CEO, कि पाकिस्तान में एक तो वी फेल्ट दैट पीपल आर गेटिंग टायर्ड ऑफ द पॉलिटिकल नॉइज़. एक तो इट्स बिकमिंग वेरी टॉक्सिक इन द सेंस के ऑब्वियसली इट्स स्ट्रेसफुल. साथ साथ जब इकोनॉमिक डिस्पॉन्डेंसी भी आ गई तो इट वाज प्लेइंग अ लॉट विद पीपल्स मेंटल हेल्थ एज वेल. और वो हमें एक पिछले 5-8 साल में हमने एक वो ट्रेंड भी देखा है ऑन सोशल प्लेटफॉर्म्स कि न्यूज़ का कंटेंट वाज नॉट गेटिंग अ लॉट ऑफ ट्रैक्शन एज लाइफस्टाइल, एज बिजनेस, एज ड्रामाज एंड एंटरटेनमेंट. स्पोर्ट्स तो ऑफ कोर्स पाकिस्तान में हमेशा से पॉपुलर है, स्पेशली क्रिकेट. तो वो एक ओपन प्लेइंग फील्ड हमें नज़र आई थी कि टीवी चैनल्स तो बहुत सैचुरेटेड हैं. पाकिस्तान में आई थिंक 80 या 90 टीवी चैनल्स हैं. अगर आप देखें population के हिसाब से, that's probably the most saturated country in the world when it comes to TV channels. And so that space in the digital arena, we saw it empty. The difference between us and any other digital platform was going to be कि हमने जो opportunity identify की थी वो that was a holistic media entity where we're not only just creating content on news, but we were creating content on sports, on business, on lifestyle, on entertainment. But the most important thing for us was that we wanted to establish this in Dubai, because not only in Pakistan, हमने दुबई में भी, especially in the wider Middle East as well, we saw कि एक opportunity है एक story बताने की. So at Nukta we sort of talk about how we're storytellers. और Middle East की एक story है, especially दुबई की, जो कि हमें लगता था कि हमें बहुत अच्छी तरह से बतानी चाहिए, बिकॉज इट्स नॉट कमिंग आउट एज मच एज इट कैन और एज इट शुड हैव, राइट. दैट प्लस वी वांटेड टू प्रूव दैट हैविंग अ स्टेलर रेप्यूटेबल टीम ऑफ content creators, of journalists, of editors, we could do this at the international scale. We could match those international standards. And alhamdulillah, the kind of response and the support that we got from the authorities in Dubai, it was very, very encouraging. So headquartering it in Dubai and establishing this organization and identifying and branding it as an international organization that was up to international standards, that was not only a challenge for us, but that was also an opportunity for us that we wanted to sort of latch onto. And so that's how it started. And it's the process is ongoing. Yeah.
So now you feel that you have the liberty to speak what you feel like speaking, because eventually what we think is, आपने कहा saturated a market, but we also feel like as a viewer, we feel that the news is manipulated today, especially on news channels, right? And digital content is the content where you are free to speak, have the independence. And do you think while you're building Nukta, you feel that you have all the freedom that you want to talk about, and you're doing that?
Look, I think when it comes to news being manipulated, or you guys it as fake news, or something that's unverified, that is, I can say this with a lot of authority and confidence, that is not a phenomenon that is restricted to Pakistan. It's an international phenomenon. And the primary reason for that is the growth of social media, the access to information. The access to information was not as abundant as it was now, as it is now, as compared to 10 years ago. जो whether it's Twitter, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Instagram, इसकी जो penetration हो गई है, not, of course Pakistan is still still riding the curve, but दुनिया भर में इतनी ज़्यादा जो access to information हो जाती है, तो the space and the doors for fake news tend to open up a lot as well. So that's where the credibility of a media organization comes in, that we're trying to, that we're trying to establish as well. And that comes from having reputed journalists in our team. तो जैसे आपने वो freedom of वो information वगैरह की बात की और credibility की बात की, तो something that we pride ourselves on is we're perhaps the only media organization that is operating in Pakistan, which is run, operated, and managed by journalists. So this is something that is not probably prevalent in any other media organization to the level that it is at Nukta. So our CEO is, top journalist in Pakistan. Our chief editor was at TRT World. He was heading international programming. उससे पहले वो Reuters के financial correspondent थे, Faisal Aziz. Then our chief digital officer, Janzeb Haq, was leading Don.com for the past 10 years. He established Don.com. He established Express Tribune. He's a stalwart in digital journalism. Amber Shamsi was the dean of CEJ. She was heading. Sorry,
I interviewed.
you did, right? Okay. She was associated with BBC. So the names that we have on board is how we establish our credibility, is how we're establishing our independence as well.
As a
perpetual.
entrepreneur, जानना है कि what are the revenue streams that you prioritize?
Dekhen, when we started off Nukta, one thing that we during our research we found, and we've seen that over the last couple of years as well, कि जो traditional ad supported journalism है, that is faltering. और उसके बहुत सारे reasons हैं. एक तो कि Meta पे for example, news का content, there is an active deprioritization of news content on Meta platforms. Algos जो है वो news content को इतना push नहीं कर रहे, ठीक है? तो that is happening actively on Meta platforms. फिर Google पे आपने देखा होगा कि जो AI generated summaries होती हैं, that tend to overshadow original और credible reporting. तो जो ad पे जो reliance है, we were very quick to realize कि as a revenue stream, that is an always on sort of a revenue stream, but that's not a sustainable revenue model for us. That's where we came up with the concept of a brand studio, which is what we call the Nukta Studio basically. जो कि हमने एक in-house हमारा एक sort of you can call it a production service basically, जहाँ पे हम one-stop solution provide करते हैं brands को, from ideation, production, growth, marketing, distribution, everything, right? That is probably our biggest revenue model, and that is something that our business strategy relies on the most. ठीक है? तो उसमें we're only Nukta को I think 10-11 months हो गए हैं अभी. Alhamdulillah, the response has been fantastic, right? There's a long way to go, but जो मैं awareness की आपसे बात कर रहा था, we're working on that a lot. Our sales teams, our partnership teams are working on that a lot, on creating that awareness. Basically, the benefits of advertising inverted commas on digital platforms has tremendous benefits as compared to traditional forms. और वो ओवरऑल इकोसिस्टम में जैसे मैंने आपको बताया वो नज़र भी आ रहा है. ट्रेडिशनल फॉर्म्स अब डिक्लाइन की तरफ या उनकी ग्रोथ उस पेस पे नहीं है जितनी डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म्स की है. So yeah, the Nukta Studio is probably our biggest,
So Nukta
revenue model.
Studio is producing content and distributing content also.
No, so we offer white label services as well, where we can create the content and give it to the brand for them to run on their platforms, or we could run it on our platforms as well. We offer both services.
So how do you go about it? Like, I mean, of course, Nukta is 100 people team. I'm sure there will be business development people also there.
Yeah.
So you deliberately, because I am trying to understand as a founder, like I am an entrepreneur, I'm trying to build this business, right? Now there are two ways to go about it. Either I should wait for the people to come to me, or I should go to brands and pitch, right? And as far as I've communicated with lots of content creators, they're like, oh, you should pitch, go and pitch the brands, right? So I started doing that, and I've seen the conversion also. What is your suggestion? Do you think, studio building is a very good option, by the way, because these cameras are not really operating 24/7.
Right.
And I hardly have 2-3 shoots a week because I have to also work on my research side. Pre-production and post-production काम भी होता है. तो अच्छा, आपकी स्टूडियो में एडिटिंग भी होती है?
Editing भी होती है.
अच्छा, तो आप शूट
So we
करेंगे,
have
एडिट करेंगे?
everything is so at Nukta everything is in house.
Okay.
So the the production, the editing, the creatives, content तो है ही of course. फिर उसकी growth, उसकी marketing, उसकी social media, everything is all our
And so
teams
how
are
many
in-house.
people are there in Nukta Studio?
So Nukta Studio, so Nukta Studio is basically it is a combination of one or two colleagues from each of our teams. So whether that's production, whether that's creative, social, growth, marketing, content. So content, obviously, there is no fixed journalist that is associated with the Nukta Studio. It depends on the brand's brief. What kind of a story that they're looking for, or what kind of a message that they want to amplify. Then we sort of decide कि हमें किस desk से journalist को जो है वो engage करना है उस content piece के लिए. So we're looking about whenever we have a project for the Nukta Studio, we're looking about 10 to 15 people that are employed just on the project.
And how many people are there for business development?
Business development पे हमारी team अभी currently we have about 5 people.
Studio only?
No, this is our sales team basically. Our partnerships team.
Overall.
Yeah.
Partnerships.
Yeah.
ठीक है. So Nukta Studio is one revenue
Growth
stream.
and partnerships basically.
Growth and partnership.
Yeah.
Right? So Nukta Studio is one revenue stream. What are the other revenue
So there's monetization, of course. Monetization of the content. There's the ads, of course. जो हमारा जो एक suite of services, जो suite of जो products होता है, banner ads, YouTube ads,
and what sort of ads
press
are there?
releases,
The
वगैरह.
logos are placed, and the host is actually mentioning.
Okay,
Shout outs are there.
So far we have not done that. Like you, I think we've also sort of stayed away from that, and we've been successful in doing that. However, we've done a lot of brand partnerships in the form of programs. So for example, हमने Champions Trophy cricket की हुई थी, उस पे हमने एक 30 days का एक program किया था. That was sponsored by Unilever. That was sponsored by Sunsilk. That was sponsored by a couple of other brands. Then we did content during Ramzan. That was also sponsored. That was also a series of. It was basically a food show. जो कि हमने, I think we were the first platform to do a full-scale food show on any digital platform.
And these were the brands who reached out to you by themselves, or there was.
अच्छा, तो like any product, like any service, like any company, शुरू में वो आपको brand की जो वो एक awareness create करनी होती है. That takes time. But अल्लाह का शुक्र है, हमारा जो ग्रोथ का जो मोमेंटम हमने पिक किया है, द ग्रोथ ऑफ आवर प्लेटफॉर्म्स, वो अब इस लेवल पे आ गया है कि नाउ वी आर गेटिंग कि ब्रांड्स हमारे पास, अल्लाह का शुक्र है, हमारे पास खुद आ रहे हैं. बट हाउएवर एनी प्रोडक्ट, चाहे वो कोक हो या वो एप्पल हो, वो टॉप ऑफ माइंड रहना ज़रूरी है. सो वी हैव अ वेरी फुल फंक्शनिंग पार्टनरशिप्स टीम विच इज़ एक्टिवली गोइंग आउट इन द मार्केट, where we've got a very very competent brand team which is constantly bringing Nukta top of mind. तो वो बहुत ज़रूरी होता है कि आपने एक credibility या फिर एक वो brand की establishment कर ली, but वो जो एक funnel, जो एक marketing का एक funnel है, वो तो है, वो एक awareness, conversion, retention, हर product का वो एक cycle होता है. वो Nukta के लिए भी it stands true for Nukta as well. We're following that. So it's very necessary to keep that outreach with brands, in spite of the fact कि हमारे पास खुद reverse queries आती हैं, but it's very important for our partnerships team to constantly reach out. They're always uh, going out of station. Lahore, Islamabad में भी जा रहे होते हैं हर वक्त, and we're trying to work with every sector, whether it's telecom, whether it's FMCG, whether it's tobacco, anything at all. So yeah, it's a process like everything. It is.
So you were telling me this about this revenue stream, and yes, तो आपने कहा product placement आप नहीं कर रहे, right?
I mean, we haven't done that yet. We haven't done that
Actively नहीं
yet,
कर रहे।
apart from a couple of shows that we did.
हाँ।
But उसके अलावा तो not really.
और brand collaborations आप करते हैं, लेकिन आप फिर
Yes.
वहाँ पर partner content mention कर देते हैं, right?
हाँ.
And these are like brand deals जिसे हम बोलते
I
हैं।
mean, for example, अगर कोई brand के साथ हमने कोई content create करना है, whether it's a podcast or something, और उसमें brand की integration नहीं है, then we will go with the label कि this is partner content. अब वो brand भी हो सकता है, या वो कोई individual भी हो सकता है, या कोई agency भी हो सकती है जिसको किसी का sort of कोई message communicate करना है या whatever. So that will always go with the label, because that helps us to that is essential for us to maintain our editorial independence basically. कि हम we give that disclaimer कि this is partner content.
Okay, ठीक है। And is there any other revenue stream?
So I talked about our Nukta Studio, which is our
Yeah.
primary revenue stream.
Yeah.
There's monetization of our content. There's the
And what
ads,
about
of course.
monetization? Because YouTube monetization is not the way we can, it is not sustainable, right?
So monetization is, like I mentioned earlier, it's an always on sort of a revenue stream जो कि आपको एक consistent stream of income देता रहता है. Long term sustainability जो है, that we rely on the Nukta Studio for. Now Nukta Studio का
So by monetization you mean YouTube monetization?
I mean YouTube monetization. I mean the monetization of our website as well. Then we have our mobile app as well. वहाँ पे भी हमारा जो क्या कहते हैं AdMob है,
Paid
that
है?
is integrated. The app is not paid yet, but we've got our we've got our programmatic advertising integrated in it. So
ठीक है, तो
that is also
app,
one.
website
App,
and YouTube.
website,
And do you think
YouTube.
YouTube makes some money?
YouTube, so of course it depends on the kind of viewership that you're generating. It's a curve for us, obviously. It's going up. We just recently crossed 100,000 subscribers.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah, thank you. So yeah, I mean the income from YouTube is a direct function of the viewership that you're generating.
So tell me how long it's been Nukta was built, और 100,000 subscribers कितने टाइम में? साल भर में?
No, less than a year, 8 months.
8 months.
Yeah.
And what is it that made you touch 100,000 subscribers less than in 8 months? Is it the quantity of videos that you're generating? How many videos per week? Are these the shorts that generate subscribers? Or you think कि नहीं हम कम videos लगाते हैं पर हमारी retention ज़्यादा है? What is the strategy?
So we're talking about YouTube specifically.
Yeah.
So one thing that we've also learned over time is the quantity and the frequency does not matter on YouTube at all. It really doesn't matter whether you're publishing once a week or you're publishing once a month. Obviously, given the fact that we're a full-scale content platform, we've got a lot of content to create, which has helped us flush out content. But we're very particular about what goes on YouTube, what goes on Instagram and TikTok. So, आपने shorts की बात की. Whatever verticals that we create, we put on YouTube. But the growth that we've seen come from is our YouTube originals, the features that we do. So news content, events-driven content is one. For example, जो Pakistan-India का जो military conflict हुआ था, we saw massive growth during that time. PTI का जब long march हुआ था, that was one event. So obviously there is that seasonality impact when there are major news events which skew the curve upwards significantly. But on a consistent basis, if I were to talk about, it's our unique features. I'll give you some examples. हमने पहले भी जो जैसे बात की कि न्यूज़ का कंटेंट अब there's not a lot of strong preference for news content unless it's events driven. Some of our top performing videos, you wouldn't believe it. We did once we did a video on how T-bills जो कि government securities होती हैं, government basically पैसे कैसे रेज करता है. टी बिल्स इज़ वन वे. वो ट्रेजरीज इशू करती है, लोग उसमें इन्वेस्ट करते हैं. उसका हमने एक एक्सप्लेनर क्रिएट किया था कि इसकी जो यील्ड्स हैं, या इन सिंपल टर्म्स उसका जो टी बिल्स में इन्वेस्ट करने से जो आपको जो रिटर्न मिलता है वो नीचे क्यों जा रहा है. That is one of our top performing content, not only on YouTube and on TikTok as well. That was, I think that was in our first 2 months when Nukta launched. Other content which did fantastic, that did really really well on YouTube. Hindus ka ek festival tha, Ram Leela festival. We did a feature on that. It was such a unique story. It was such a powerful story. It's one of our top performing content. We did one video. Our Lahore desk did it. It was a donkey story. कि जो डंकी जो बेसिकली जो वो जो रेफ्यूजीज जो भाग के जाते हैं इलीगली, उनकी स्टोरी हमने कवर की थी कि वो शुरू कहाँ से होता है, कैसे करता है, व्हाट आर द फैक्टर्स दैट फोर्स देम एंड यू नो मेक देम टेक सच डिसीजंस एंड व्हाट नॉट. दैट इज़ वन ऑफ आवर टॉप परफॉर्मिंग वीडियोज़. फिर उसके अलावा हमने कभी रिसेंटली एक कराची में हमने एक वीडियो की थी, रेयर बर्ड्स, जो यूनिक स्पीशीज़ हैं जो कराची में बर्ड्स की. That is one of our top performing content. So in a nutshell, what I'm trying to explain is that unique, original, and public interest stories, they do really, really well. Apart from the news driven, apart from our, you know, जो anchors हमारे, not anchors as in operational anchors, I'm using the word anchors that pull in the crowd, that, you know, जैसे एक
Speaker. The speaker.
Not speaker, I'm actually talking about the big assets, the primary assets that we have.
Okay.
Kamran Khan, Amber Shamsi,
Yeah.
they pull in a lot of crowd because of the credibility that their name is attached with. वो तो है ही, but this is the kind of stories that I talked about. That is one really really big magnet for the kind of subscriber growth that we've been able to manage.
And there's a lot of research that goes behind it, right?
Absolutely. So that credit of course goes to our reporters.
So I think how many research team members do you have?
So they can research team members. By research team members, you mean probably like our
Research
desk
department.
reporters basically. No, वो reporters are our,
Reporters are researching themselves.
yeah, they do it themselves.
Okay.
वो जो आपको जो content जो create करते हैं, जो content creators होते हैं, वही research करते हैं. या फिर desk widely involved. If it's a big story, the whole desk is involved.
So how many
but-
content creators do you have in your team?
So I would say we're at about 80 to 90.
80 to 90 content creators. Yeah.
By content creators, we're talking about our journalists basically.
जी बिल्कुल ठीक है, got it. And by public interest, what do you mean? What are the topics that you think are of public interest currently?
So we're talking about right now, like literally
Right now.
So I would say that again it depends on the kind of content. So one thing that I've realized is that especially throughout Nukta is that it's very rare for there to be one dominant trend, right? Trends are always changing. Like, you know, entertainment की industry में अभी कोई और एक trend चल रहा होगा, news की industry में कोई और trend चल रहा होगा, sports का कोई event होगा तो sports will be trending. Business में of course trends बहुत, you know, they're very infrequent. Budget अभी जब आया था तो so that was, you know, sort of trending. Oftentimes international stories are trending as well. So recently, of course, the Israel-Iran ka conflict that was trending in Pakistan as well. उससे पहले Pakistan-India का जो conflict था, that was viral. I mean, any content creator out there who was talking about the Pakistan-India conflict was seeing massive engagements, massive numbers. So yeah, trends are, you know, there's always something that is trending, but that's changing day to day because again tying back to my earlier point about the access to information, about the amount of content that there is. You're constantly bombarded by content. आप अपना फोन उठाते हैं, WhatsApp पे content है, Instagram पे content है, TikTok पे content है, Facebook पे है, YouTube पे है, Twitter पे है.
And then outperforming is very difficult.
Outperforming is difficult.
But also, you know, so I have two perspectives here. Content के केस में अगर हम पाकिस्तान की बात करें, we do not have that much competition here in Pakistan.
Are you talking about the digital space? Yeah, traditional.
Digital.
Yeah, so that's what I was talking about when I talked about why we launched Nukta as well. हमारे लिए एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज ये था कि व्हेन वी वर पिचिंग टू क्लाइंट्स pre-launch and when we were talking about it within our community, within our network as well, there was no comparison point for us. Nukta jaisa abhi bhi, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of excellent digital content out there. There's a lot of platforms doing really, really good work and we're learning from them as well. But Nukta का जो scale है digital platform पे, वो no one is matching that scale that we're matching right now on digital. So it was very difficult to explain that concept because there was no comparison point. तो लोगों को तो वो थक हार के वो यही पूछना शुरू हो जाते थे कि अच्छा आपका चैनल कब आ रहा है हमें वी हैड टू ड्रिल इट इन कि इट्स नॉट अ चैनल, इट्स अ कंटेंट
मुझे भी
प्लेटफॉर्म.
यही लगा था कि चैनल आएगा.
हाँ, so
पर हम सेइंग कि कंपटीशन इतना नहीं है,
हाँ,
बट
नहीं,
इंटरनेशनली कंटेंट बहुत बन रहा है.
Of
तो
course.
हमारी फीड्स में सिर्फ पाकिस्तानी कंटेंट थोड़ी आता है, तो इंटरनेशनल भी आता है. सो इवेंचुअली ऑन डिजिटल स्पेस वी आर competing with international brands also, right? So let's talk about profitability. I touched base the revenue streams, but I'm sure there will be hell of an investment here, and the whole investment is done by Kamran Saab, right?
yes.
Right? So investment jitni bhi hai, have you were you able to touch break even in past 8-9 months?
So we're on that path.
You're on that path. Okay.
Like I said, because मेरा खुद का background finance और investments का है, so I realize how important it is for us for any commercial business organization to be sustainable.
Yeah.
And for that, the path to profitability needs to be clear.
Yeah.
You can't constantly burn money and grow, right? There needs to be a tap on growth. And so I think we were talking about it before we started the podcast about digital spends, right? हमारी strategy बड़ी clear थी कि because we are so we've invested very, very significantly on our team, on the quality of our team. That is our biggest asset. We want to establish our reputation and our quality standards on the basis of our content. और वो जो organic growth से जो हमें जो content की जो हमारी जो independence है, हमारी जो content की जो quality है, जो organic growth से जो हम establish करना चाह रहे हैं, that is what we're relying on, at least currently. So we're not big on spending, large scale amounts on digital to grow our subscriber base, to grow our viewership numbers, because I personally believe that does not necessarily lead to retention, or that does not necessarily need to repeated viewership. आप वो spend करके आप शायद एक individual asset पे तो शायद viewership या engagement ले आएं,
हाँ.
बट वो शायद आपको consistent
Sustainable नहीं होगा
sustainable
वो.
नहीं आएगा.
हाँ.
तो that's
Have
why
you
we're-
invested in Instagram? You have not invested in any sort of.
So no, we do spend on digital, but it's a very nominal amount. We're
Okay.
not spending heavily at all.
Okay.
We're relying on organic growth, and that's alhamdulillah that's paid off. So within a year, we're in our 10th or 11th month now. Alhamdulillah, our community size. If I talk about our community size, we're across all our platforms. We're touching 1 million. We're almost touching 1 million followers and subscribers. Video ki-
Million where?
across our platforms.
Okay.
So Nukta Pakistan it has crossed 150,000. YouTube has crossed 100,000. TikTok is touching 500,000. Nukta Dubai is YouTube has crossed 25,000 and so on. So जो हमारा जो total जो views हैं, that's crossed 300 million views. Our impressions have crossed 500 million views.
Yeah.
500 million impressions.
Yeah.
All of this is under a year. And if I were to quantify that, 70% of that is organic.
70% of that is
Yeah.
organic. So tell me, you're a businessman, right? And you are big on profitability, sustainability. What are the key factors that one should look at when it comes to, making a profitable business? How one can chase profitability? What are the right strategies?
So I think so it's such a cycle, right? Whenever there's a product, एक product को आप introduce करते हैं, उसकी of course there's that awareness cycle that it needs to go through. एक उसकी पूरी marketing की एक cycle होती है, which every product has to go through. उसकी awareness होती है, उसकी conversion होती है, फिर उसकी retention होती है. Unfortunately, हुआ क्या था कि startups over the last decade, especially if you don't count the last 3-4 years, उससे पहले जब basically access to capital was free. What that means is कि interest rates all over the world were at lows. US में effectively almost 0% interest rates थे, UK में भी, Pakistan में interest rates were 7-8%. Access to capital बहुत cheap था. So what startups were relying on was access to cheap capital, जिसके basis पे वो growth दिखा रहे थे. A lot of that was venture capital driven as well, where the VC founders or the investors were requiring that kind of growth. उनको वो GMV में वो एक quarter on quarter 50% growth, 30% growth, 40% growth उनको चाहिए थी, and startups were able to do that because they had a lot of cash to burn. There was so much cash at their disposal to burn that they were able to show those growth numbers. Then what happened was that there was a Russia-Ukraine war. There was a complete economic U-turn, the economic cycle U-turn, where interest rates started to rise because the commodity super cycle शुरू हो गई थी, interest rates ऊपर जाना शुरू हो गए थे. उससे फिर क्या हुआ कि अचानक इंटरेस्ट रेट 0% से 5%, 6% पे चला गया globally. तो there was no access to capital anymore. Capital became expensive. Price of money shot up.
Yeah.
There was essentially a downturn. There was a significant meltdown in funding for startups. वहाँ पे फिर हमने देखा the great tech layoffs, जहाँ पे almost all the great, all the tech companies across the world, all the FANGs, they announced massive layoffs. In Pakistan, unfortunately, we saw a lot of startups that had to shut down क्योंकि उनके पास access ही नहीं था capital पे, and their entire business model was relying on growth, and growth was reliant on capital. Capital बंद हो गया, growth बंद हो गई, they had to shut down. So that's when the mindset started to shift as well, not only globally but in Pakistan as well. Investors को, VCs को एक clear path to profitability चाहिए था. They wanted to see कि आप अपने product पे margin आपने positive, आप अगर कमा रहे हो तो उसके बाद जो आपके expenses हैं, जो आपके OPEX हैं, वो भी निकाल के आप positive हो या नहीं हो. अगर नहीं हो तो उसका path क्या है? So the focus basically shifted from growth to profitability. And I think that is something that plagued the startup ecosystem when interest rates were low, when access to capital was cheap. And now I think a lot of companies, a lot of startups are now learning from that and, having a clear path to profitability because investors को वो चाहिए. In fact, अगर आप, I'll give you an example, अगर आप Shark Tank Pakistan देख लें, all of the VCs, all of the investors, their questions were revolving around कि आप अपने आप को sustain कैसे करेंगे. Any business model that cannot sustain itself on the basis of its own strategy and is reliant on capital, consistent access to capital, I personally feel is not going to sustain in the long run. So yeah, in a nutshell, profitability, the path to profitability needs to be clear. आप अपने product पे कैसे gross margin positive बना रहे हो और उस पे जो फिर बाकी की जो आपके expenses हैं, it's very simple. अपना product कितने का बेच रहे हो और उसके बाद आपके जितने खर्चे आ रहे हैं अपना business चलाने को, उसको निकाल के अगर आप positive हो, that's, you need to achieve that. And if you can't achieve that, then you need to iterate, you need to sort of improvise, you need to revisit your business strategy because there is, अब वो time चला गया कि investor growth देखेगा, investor को clear path to profitability चाहिए.
If you, let's say you are a client, and you reach out to some content creator or content business, assume yourself as a client because you have been working with brands and clients and you understand business. What is the metric that brand looks today when it comes to choosing content creators or investing in content business, investing in content basically? Is it the number of followers? Is it the viewership? Is it the engagement? Is it the loyal engagement? Because एक तो general followers होते हैं और फिर होते हैं fans, right? There are people जिनके पास millions of followers or subscribers हैं, but they lack engagement. Then there are people who have 10,000 followers, but they have great engagement. There is another metric which is of demographics कि आपकी audience कहाँ की है, right, and all of that. And demographics is fair enough, I get that. But primarily, earlier people used to prefer what is the followership. Now I feel brands are moving towards more on the engagement side if they have the marketing background. In your case and in your experience, what has been the case?
I think we've had experiences that are very very that are very extreme. We've worked with brands who've worked with us, and they were like, okay, once the campaign has ended, show us the results कि impressions कितने आए, views कितने आए, engagements कितने आए, and that's it. We've worked with brands where we've been asked कि अच्छा नहीं ये impressions आए, engagements आए हैं, views आए हैं, views का drop off rate क्या था, किस point पे views drop off हुए, average watch time duration क्या थी, जो आप लोगों ने मुझे व्यूज़ का नंबर बताया उसमें से कितना परसेंट फीमेल था, कितना परसेंट मेल था, अगर पंजाब था तो पंजाब का कौन सा शहर था. सो these are the two extreme experiences that we've
Yeah.
seen. आपकी बात वो बिल्कुल ठीक है कि followers, but I think in your experience as well you might have noticed followers is the fact that followers is now a vanity metric. एक superficial किस्म का एक वो metric है. That education has not translated to its full potential yet. When we're working with brands, there are a lot of brands which we still try to educate. What matters? What matters is कि अगर ब्रांड आपके साथ पार्टनर कर रहा है, उसको अपने ब्रांड की विजिबिलिटी चाहिए ना, उसको अपने ब्रांड का इंप्रेशन चाहिए. वाई डज इट मैटर कि उस प्लेटफॉर्म के 25,000 फॉलोअर्स हैं या 1 लाख फॉलोअर्स हैं, अगर उस वीडियो पे if it's a well created video, if it's a well produced content that can touch 1 million views, और 1 million views का मतलब है एटलीस्ट 1 million लोगों ने आपका इंप्रेशन तो देखा है. उसमें ऑफ कोर्स देयर इज द एलिमेंट ऑफ यूनिक व्यूअरशिप एज वेल. कुछ लोग दोबारा बार भी देखते हैं, बट रफली स्पीकिंग मतलब.
So you as a client would prefer what?
So I as a client would prefer कि the audience that I want, मेरे प्रोडक्ट अगर एक फीमेल सेंट्रिक प्रोडक्ट है तो आई वांट कि मेरी जो व्यूअरशिप है वो फीमेल स्पेसिफिक व्यूअरशिप हो. आई वुड वांट कि मैं अपनी ब्रीफ में ये बताऊं कि आप जो अपना कंटेंट क्रिएट कर रहे हैं वो फीमेल ऑडियंस की तरफ टारगेटेड होना चाहिए. मुझे एज अ ब्रांड पता है कि मेरी ब्रांड की जो सेल्स हैं कहाँ मेरी ब्रांड की अवेयरनेस ज़्यादा है, कहाँ सेल्स ज़्यादा है, कहाँ कम है, कहाँ मुझे ज़्यादा करने की ज़रूरत है. और मुझे इफ़ आई एम अ savvy डिजिटल प्लानर, आई नो कि माइक्रो टारगेटिंग पॉसिबल है. मुझे पता है कि the content creator can get that done for me if it's the kind of services that
So
Nukta is providing.
demographic matter.
Demographics definitely
More than anything.
It depends on the brand, I would say.
Yeah.
ये
But
completely
again, the
brand की
subscribers,
call
the followers पे जाने से बेहतर, don't you think demographics or engagement would be
है.
priority?
So definitely I would say followers. So you're asking for my personal opinion, right? As a brand, for me, yes, subscribers would not matter, but it does matter to a certain extent. Why? Because a high subscriber base does indicate credibility and
Yeah.
reliability.
Yeah.
और उसकी एक वो उसकी एक जो एक क्वालिटी
Reach
है
भी
वो
है.
भी रिफ्लेक्ट करता है. व्यूअरशिप इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द ब्रांड मैसेज टू रजिस्टर के मतलब व्यूज के 1 million व्यूज आ रहे हैं तो इतने लोगों ने मेरा ब्रांड पे इम्प्रेशन आया है,
Yeah.
राइट.
So we have seen the rise of creator journalists, right? Like the content creators, individual, independent YouTubers, and there are so many internationally as well, locally. I've seen like Dhruv is somebody that I've seen personally as well, and then of course Johnny Harris and Hasan Minhaj. मैंने उनका content बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं देखा, but while I was researching about independent content creators, I've gone through their channel. What do you think? Because अभी क्या होता है कि एक इंडिविजुअल जब बात कर रहा होता है, एक पर्सनल ब्रांड जब सामने होता है, people are able to relate more with their stories and their thought process and their opinions as well. Do you think building a brand versus building like an official brand versus a personal brand, there is a difference when it comes to convincing audience? Do you think there is a difference?
I think when it comes to news, a lot of it is personality driven, because historically we've seen audiences or individuals tend to view news organizations associated with individual personalities. So in news, I think that is the case. But just at Nukta, for example, what we try to do is that we have these stalwarts, right? We have these stellar journalists on our team. uh, the way we try to leverage them is we try to strike a balance between our young reporters and journalists and these and our senior, experienced journalists. So the content strategy, how to treat a story, the content strategy, selecting a story, the implications, the impact of a story. So that all strategic guidance uh, comes from our senior journalists, right? But because we're digital and because we're operating on digital platforms, we feel that the storytelling, the creativity behind it, how the story is told, everything that relates to the actual storytelling, we feel that our younger journalists can relate to those audiences far better. सो दैट्स वाई हमारा जो एक ऑब्जेक्टिव है नुक्ता पे कि जो एक एडिटोरियल क्वालिटी और स्टैंडर्ड्स दैट वी मेंटेन with our senior journalists who are on our team, our CEO, our Pakistan editor, our chief editor वगैरह वो सारे. But जो how to amplify that story, how to resonate with the audiences, that comes from our junior journalists because they understand digital audiences far better. A lot of our content creators or journalists are actually between the ages of 25 and 30, 25 and 30, 35 maximum. So that works very well for us. A, we're doing quality reporting. B, we're resonating with the audiences in a manner in which they want the content to be produced. So yeah, when you talk about content creators and journalists, one thing that I would say is that or if you talk about influencers, right? A journalist can be an influencer in the sense that he has commanding views, he has he has that thought leadership over particular topics, over particular areas. But an influencer necessarily may not be a journalist. He may talk about news, he may talk about current affairs, but he may not necessarily be a journalist. Just because he's talking about news or current affairs does not make him a journalist. A journalist is a specialized occupation. पाकिस्तान में unfortunately वो line बहुत blur हो गई है. Anyone who comes up on TV and starts talking about current affairs or news with three people, with three guests, does not make him a journalist.
So leadership पे एक challenge जो हमेशा से आता रहा है, and that is how much you should be delegating and how much you should be micromanaging. You said, of course, I get your point, but there is another challenge which is of delegation versus micromanagement, and lots of successful leaders have been saying this, that they micromanage. It's the way they lead. And of course, there are some successful leaders who say, the power of delegation is wonderful and I can operate amazingly when I'm delegating, right? So I've been like, so this is, I think, 125th podcast of Hustle, and I've been interviewing so many CEOs and I've been consuming podcasts of CEOs other than Hustle podcast also, right? So मैंने इतना leadership पे content consume किया है, and I've been working on emotional intelligence content and consuming it myself also. So मुझे still I have my own answer, but I would like to know it from you. Delegation versus micromanagement. What do you think?
So personally, I am a micromanager, to be honest. But honestly, I try to stay away from it. So that as your organization grows, आपकी वो involvement क्योंकि शुरू से थी, you're naturally inclined towards taking an active role in any department that you're interested in, or any department that you're involved with. So it depends on the leader. If the leader is a startup founder who has built the organization from scratch, I would say that at least in the early nascent stages, it is probably important that he or she has his pulse on every aspect of the operation, and that's natural as well because वो शुरू से उसमें involved था. But I think once teams are built, once you have team leads, it's very important to strike a line, because excessive micromanagement का मतलब ये है कि आप अपनी team leads को trust नहीं करते. That's why you're micromanaging. That's why आप एक बारीकी में involve हो रहे हो. आप बारीकी में involve हो रहे हो क्योंकि आप trust ही नहीं करते ना अपने team lead को. तो team leads को वो confidence देने का एक ये बहुत important, मेरे ख्याल से एक important aspect है कि आप micromanaging एक हद तक ही करें.
So thank you so much for being with us today. It was wonderful
pleasure.
having you.
Thank you so much for having me.
I really enjoyed it, and I want to learn more from you. I hope we stay in touch, and I can always
100%.
call you whenever I want to learn something genuinely.
बिल्कुल.
Um,
Anytime.
and last piece of advice before you leave the interview to the viewers.
Okay. So, yeah, one piece of advice I would give to viewers is something that relates to me personally, and something that I've built my career on as well, is financial independence and literacy. This is something that unfortunately पाकिस्तान में awareness बहुत कम है, बहुत ज़्यादा कम है. स्पेंडिंग और सेविंग की जो हैबिट्स हैं हमारी, दैट आर हेवायर, कंप्लीटली हेवायर, बिकॉज अवेयरनेस ही नहीं है.
Yeah.
There's no awareness around savings. There's no awareness around investing. There's no awareness around budgeting. दुनिया में अगर आप पाकिस्तान को कंपेयर भी करें विद रीजन, whether it's stock market के investors, whether it's investing in mutual funds, whether it's investing as a percentage of GDP, that our Pakistan के जो ratios हैं, they're one of the lowest in the region. And that's because of awareness. So one advice to viewers is that anyone who's starting off their career needs to spend a lot of time on understanding on how to budget, basically. What there needs to be a habit of saving, and that saving needs to be converted into investing, even if it's passive. Even अगर आप उसको म्यूचुअल फंड में इन्वेस्ट कर दें, that is more than enough. But एक वो हैबिट आपकी शुरू हो जाती है जिससे आप फाइनेंशियल इंडिपेंडेंस, एंड बाय द वे ऑल दिस अप्लाइज इवन मोर सो फॉर वुमेन. ये हमारे वुमेन के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, बिकॉज द काइंड ऑफ चैलेंजेस दैट दे गो थ्रू, इवन इफ यू टॉक अबाउट मैसेज, राइट, if a woman goes through divorce or whatever, they have nowhere to go, and they were completely financially dependent, and they have nothing to stand on. तो ये बड़ा ज़रूरी है कि हम, even through Nukta, we try to do this. I know Hustle is doing a lot of work on this. Kudos to you. But there needs to be a lot of work on financial independence. And viewers के लिए मैं यही बोलूँगा कि whatever they earn, एक chunk हमेशा जितना भी वो manage कर सकते हैं, whether it's 5% or 10% or 15%, वो अपनी earnings का save करें और उस saving को invest करें. And do this every month. And that is the number one principle, and that is the number one step towards wealth compounding and wealth accumulation.
Yeah.
And that's very, very necessary for financial independence.
Wonderful. I hope people follow this advice, and lots of content creators are already high on this content, and I'm hoping कि पाकिस्तान में और ज़्यादा इसका ट्रेंड बढ़ता चला जाएगा, since we're actually trying to build that. But thank you so much for being with us today, and I'm hoping to catch up with you soon again.
Definitely. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.